Hey guys, it's your girl Gigi and I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to get into our newly released cake bag. That's right, your girl got her own cake mixes. So in this tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to use your cake bag to perfect your red velvet cake. So sit back and enjoy. Make sure you go click the link in our bio and purchase your bag of cake mix. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into it. The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Whether you're doing cakes or cupcakes, you want to bake it at 325. I am going to be making 3 8-inch cakes, cake layers. So I'm going to spray my pans down generously and I'm using Baker's Joy. You want to spray your pans generously so that you have an easy release. So now I have all 3 pans sprayed down with a generous amount, and we are going to move on to actually mixing up our cake. Alright, so in your mixing bowl, you're going to want to mix all of your wet ingredients first, except the very last wet ingredient, that is boiling hot water. So I have my mixing pan. I'm adding my 1 cup of buttermilk. Make sure you get all that buttermilk. That is going to really help make your cake super moist. Now I'm going to pour in 1 cup of canola oil. You can use canola oil or vegetable oil. It doesn't matter for the recipe. You're going to need 1 full ounce of red food coloring. If you are buying 1 small bottle, that should definitely be more than enough. However, the variety pack of the multicolors is not going to be enough. Now you're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of white distilled vinegar. And last but not least, you're going to add your 2 eggs. I am going to give this a slight mix by hand first to kind of get that red color incorporated. And now we're moving to the mixer and we're going to mix up all of our wet ingredients. So once you let all your wet ingredients mix for about 2 minutes, you'll see just the plain like red fluid consistency. Now it's time to add our dry ingredients, which is our cake bag. So pop that thing open. Well, you can't really pop it, but rip that thing open and let's get to pouring. This is one thing I love about the cake bag. You can just pour it right into your mixer. You don't have to do any measuring. It's just so easy and convenient. So before we put this back on the mixer, I'm just going to get it a little mixed up to get some of that flour from being concentrated in the middle, because when you put it on the mixer, you will have a flour shower. So to avoid that, I'm just going to mix some of the flour in by hand. Now you see that I'm scraping the sides off, getting my spatula clean, because it's time to go back to the mixer. So you're going to mix it with your flour for about 1 to 2 minutes. Scrape down your sides if necessary. Make sure you get all of the flour from the bottom and the edges off, and you want to mix it again so that it has a consistent consistency and not lumpy before we add our very last ingredient. And our very last ingredient is going to be half a cup of boiling hot water. You don't have to boil it on the stove. I just pop mine in the microwave in a glass measuring cup for about 1 to 2 minutes, and you just add it very slowly and let it mix up. Once you mix it up, it is going to become very fluid. So as you can see, I am pouring it into one of my cake pans. It is so smooth. This is like such a rich red velvet cake. So it's very easy to pour. Again, I'm doing 3 8-inch cakes, and they all came out the same height, the same consistency. Everything just came out so perfect, and you'll see that in the end. So once you have all of your pans filled with your batter, or your cupcake pans filled, now it's time to pop that sucker in the oven. In this video, I initially set my timer for 45 minutes, as you can see. However, I ended up taking it out right at 40 minutes. It's really going to depend on your oven, so kind of monitor the cakes. But these are the cake layers after 40 minutes. So our cake layers came out perfect. Now it's just time to ice them, and as you can see, this is a slice of the finished product. It was so good and so moist. I can't wait for you guys to try it. Thanks for watching.